What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another run here at American Truck Simulator. It's the weekly run, and today I've got the Peterbilt 377. This is the most recent version of it. The first version that came out, that was a few months ago, I think. I never got around to using it, but this one here was released a couple weeks ago, and there's been some updates for it. Obviously, it works here on 1.28, so there are 3 different cab options. Now it says there's a day cab option, but it's really just like a 36-inch sleeper on the back. So at least that's what it looks like when you assemble the truck. I didn't buy it or whatever. This is the second cab option. The other one has the air dam that comes up over the top as well. Of course, that just is for cosmetic and aerodynamics, so you don't get any extra headroom, unfortunately. But anyway, this one here, old school truck. Been around for a long time, still see it on the road today. Many, not so many fleet companies, I think, at least in my area here, unless, well, no, actually, I can't say that. My old company still has these converted to straight trucks for the vac trucks, and I think there's still a couple tankers rolling around that have these on them, or had the tankers mounted to these anyway. So, anywho, we'll get to that later. What I have on today, unfortunately, is a load of Toyota Priuses. Hopefully the trailer falls off a cliff or something. Anyway, this is from Jazzycat's trailer pack here. Only tipping the scales at 188 pounds, so not that heavy. Heading down to San Francisco to the port. I guess these are getting returned. Good, get them out of here. So, time for me to shut the hell up and get moving. Wait a minute, am I going to be in a world of hurt here? Nope, I'm going to miss that car. Okay. Not a good start. Not a good start at all. So, not a bad looking truck, I must say. It is a basic truck. There aren't going to be a whole lot of bells and whistles for you to customize. They have a couple different choices in tanks. Multiple choices for stacks. But that is pretty much it. Of course, the hood mirrors, you got 3 grills, 4 or 5 visors for the window. And that's it. Of course, I have the Viper 389 rims on here. He has his own Alcoa rim pack, so you can go ahead and put some Peterbilt Alcoa rims on there. Make the truck look like a proper Peterbilt. The cabin here looks like it's out of the 379, which is just fine. It's pretty much suited for this truck here, so it's, you know, perfect. There ain't no one there. You can go now. There we go. N14, 525 horsepower is what I have underneath the hood. I did have the 3406 475, I think, in here. Didn't really care for it. I mean, it was alright. But the exhaust sound was just obnoxious. So I put the C15 500 in here. Same way. Actually, the engine didn't even sound different at all. So then I went to the tried and true N14. The engine brake sound is a little louder than I would like it to be. So, you know, if you guys are familiar with editing files, maybe you can go in and lower that sound a little bit yourself if you like. Still stuck in California here. This whole run, obviously, since I'm going down to San Francisco, is going to be all along the mountain road here. Call it a mountain road. I don't know if you would actually... Is that true? Is that a mountain road? It's going through the hills, I know that. Get every little bit of horsepower and torque here. Got to keep this thing rolling. You know, I happened to stumble upon someone else's ATS video, and my God, he was revving that thing all the way damn near to 2,500. And then you know what? Not a word was said in the comments. I just love it. You know, that's fine. You know, maybe he deleted them. Who knows? But you know, I'd do that here, and holy hell, you'd probably have, you know, by the end of the, because I usually put these up at noon. But I would guarantee you that by 8 o'clock there would probably be 2 or 3 comments already. You're over revving. I mean, I'm surprised there hasn't been whenever I put up videos where I'm revving up that like 1,800 RPM. You're over revving. Okay, there's Super Trucker. No, I'm not. The torque specs on these things and the horsepower numbers, you know, these engines are made to go up to, depending on the maker, close to 2,000 RPM. I mean, they redline at 2,500 or between 25 and 3,000, for God's sake. You know, you have all that, I mean, all that usable power band still. The numbers, I've already seen them. You know, like I said, depending on the engine, some of them are going to be just fine going up to 1,800, 19, 2,000 RPM. There are some engines that, no, you really want to shift around 16, 17,000. No, 16, 1,700, I'm sorry. But, you know, then again, it also comes down to driver preference, too. What does a driver like to do? How does a driver like to drive his truck? I used to drive with a guy when I was delivering caskets. He would take that truck and basically redline it every time. He says, oh, you got to get every usable horsepower. Why? You have like 15 caskets on that are, what, 300 pounds apiece on average? No, it doesn't matter. But nope, he would redline that damn thing, and that's why by 100,000 miles that International was already blowing out smoke. Nice thick black smoke. He beat the hell out of that truck. It's a shame too, it's a good truck. But it's amazing, some, you know, not just trucks, but cars as well. And ooh, I gotta jump over here. You know, vehicles and what their RPM limits are. You know, obviously your high-end, expensive sport cars, you know, they're made to rev higher. You know, your race cars, Indy cars, F1. You know, those things, 9,000, 10,000 RPM. NASCAR even, you know, up in the upper thousands. I think for me what takes the cake is an RC car motor. A nitro engine. I won a bet with someone once. The guy was a friend of my friend and said, that's impossible. No way an RC motor goes up to 40,000 RPM. I said, oh, really? Okay. How much you want to bet? Bet me $100. Okay, fine. I want proof. Okay, no problem. Brought a catalog over. Turned to just one of the basic motors and said, bam, there you go. Top, our max RPM, 42,000 RPM. He pulled out his wallet and pulled out 520s. And then he, you know, I'm amazed. I can't believe it. And yeah, believe it. I was shocked too. I thought that little piston would have been shooting out of the top of that. Nope. RC car engines will max rev, supposedly, is anywhere, you know, depending on the engine, once again, about 35,000 to 45,000 RPM. Burning that nitro fuel. A 0.21 cubic inch, I think it was, or 0.21 cc. It's been a while, so I have to re-educate myself on it, but yeah. I mean, we're talking pistons that's, let's see, I doubt many of you guys know what a thimble is. A piston, usually the size of your thumbnail. I don't know, most people are going to have roughly the same size thumb, you know, your thumbnail or whatever, so I would say right around there is the size of the piston on these things. I mean, your pinky is probably longer than the piston and connecting rod. I still have one on my keychain. But the first engine I blew up from a Traxxas, it was a Traxxas 2.15 motor. I grenaded that sleeve and I said, alright, this is a keepsake, and I took the connecting rod off the crankshaft and put it right on the keychain. And then I started a collection of engine heads. I think I only have like 5. I haven't detonated too many motors. I don't know what to go with here speedometer wise. I'm looking at the HUD and it says I'm doing 58. I look at the speedometer down there and I'm doing, oh, what would that be, about 62? In the high there, lower those RPMs, let it cruise. Then again, if I come to even a bunny hill, I'll have to downshift again. Whoop. Almost at the po-po. Yeah, back at my old place, we had a truck that was like this one. It was a vac truck. Truck number 17. Oh my god, that thing was a POS. Holy crap. A clutch that was pushing a boulder, basically. The seat was half busted. The steering wheel just smelled. This truck was that old. And vac trucks, you know, these guys are the ones that are usually they're sucking out crap from wherever. Not literal crap, but you'll see them at gas stations. They'll be siphoning off gas or water out of gas pumps or gas tanks down below. You've probably seen them. Oh well, crap! I was supposed to turn there, wasn't I? Or did it reset? Yeah, I completely missed that one. Screw it. I'll do a U-turn around here. You'll see them working on sewers. You know, those are more industrial-sized vac trucks. cleaning out storm sewers. You know, all the debris, you know, bags and leaves and twigs and whatever else. But these vac trucks, you know, they're mainly known for cleaning out pits at car washes, cleaning out triples and basins and whatnot at companies, because they try to catch whatever they can. So, you know, the way this is set up is, I'm trying to explain this up the best as I can. Picture a cup of water, and the idea is to have all the stuff that you don't want going into the sewer system or whatever, whatever drains into down the drain, whatnot. The idea is you don't want that going out into the system. So I want to keep on calling it a basin, but that's not it. We just called them triples. And so the idea is that all that stuff was supposed to be separated in there, and so the heavy crap, the grime, the gunk, whatever, falls to the ground, helping keeping it out of the system, so you don't have to have it like rotor-rooted and whatnot. Anywho, that's what these vac trucks would go do. They'd go suck out the grime and the crap that sinks to the bottom of these little basins. And trust me, it's not a clean job. It's not. It don't smell like roses. I can tell you that much as well. It really stinks. So, but anyway, the company still had a handful of these that had the vac trucks on the back, the tanks, and there might have been one or two other locations like the 377 here that were converted with regular tankers for used oil purposes. But I'm pretty sure they got rid of all those by now. But yeah, that beast, I think it actually burned up. I remember seeing it on the side of the road on 355. Roasting. Nowadays, I mainly see these in and out of container yards areas, hauling containers. You'll still see a handful here and there, you know, doing company work, whatever, small company maybe. You know, it all depends on your area and what they want to run. At least here in this area, in the Chicagoland area, yeah, most of the time they're hauling containers. You know, one thing I've noticed is when you're sitting there looking at the truck inside the showroom and whatnot, it doesn't look good. But you get out of here in the real world, it's a different story. It doesn't look half bad at all. Looks pretty damn nice. I was gonna say, I'm gonna make it over the bridge and no one's gonna try to run into me or whatever, but he damn near did. Son of a bitch. There we go. I had to open my mouth, didn't I? It's like I'm not even here. And I don't have any traffic mods. You know, no denser traffic, no smarter AI or whatever, no new AI cars. You know, none of that. I don't have any of that activated. I don't even have any of it installed. So I really have no idea, unless there's a mod that I don't know of that's making this AI act like an idiot more than normal. When you guys saw it a couple weeks ago with the ranting video, the truck just kept on slamming into trucks that were coming off the highway. I mean, unless SCS decided to make the AI dumber. Brakes work. I got a truckload of garbage on. That shifter really sucks. I'm gonna turn that off. Oh man. So we ready for New Mexico, boys? Are we ready for that yet? I haven't heard anything new. No news coming out of the whole closed beta testing. As I record this here, one quick look on Steam, and it was still not showing as coming soon or anything like that on the store page for ATS. Although Italia is still sitting up there for ETS 2. So we still sit and wait. Hopefully it's still 2017 when it comes out. Don't you do it. Oof. That's all I need is another car to run into me. Oh, damn you. I'm cursed. That's all it is. This town. I'm cursed in this town. Every time I come to San Francisco, they want to take a hit. They try to run. They kill me. They try to kill me. And I'm carrying their prized, you know, godly item right here. A Prius. I got Priuses on. And they worship those cars, don't they? Did I just miss my... No. Okay. I was going to say, son of a... You'd think they'd be, like, waving to me or something. I'd get an escort or whatever. And he would be... This guy right here, the diesel dually, would be getting demonized. Thrown in jail or something. Here we be. Slightly damaged. Let us have a scratch and dent sale. Call it a hailstorm sale. Alright, well, there we go. There's the spot. Time to go ahead and drop this thing off. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I'll see you guys back here possibly next week, if not sooner, if something, well, worthy of me recording comes up. So, until next time, take it easy, guys.